First time I heard of Guy, this was 20 plus years ago. I think what I noticed most with Guy is that he would have these periods. It would be a period of being completely dedicated to his board, and then a period of being, not on his board, for months at a time. I think the reward to all the hard work that you put in was just leisure. I kind of label this like our college years. We didn't go to college, but we were like partying like we were in college, and we just hook up at Keenan's house when Keenan and Gina lived with each other, and it was just about partying, going out, girls, drinking, weed, and pushing the limits.
I want to believe that after Mouse. Well, no, I think after Mouse I was still going I was still going strong for a little while, but then I really decided I was gonna chill and hang out, enjoy life a little bit. You know what? I mean, this is sad to say, but I think that I'd started 4-Star and Royal, and I just thought that I would be this company owner that didn't have to work. And at that time the checks were still big, so I wasn't worried about anything.
You went on tour with them once back in the day, right?
Yeah, we went on this weird tour. It was not for any of our sponsors. It was to Australia, and Globe put it on or something. It was kind of they just invited a whole bunch of skaters. So we just met then, kind of, maybe we knew each other a little bit before that, but we just hung out on that tour, and that's where I kind of got to know him a little bit, and he was sick.
Did you feel like
I was a fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I am a fan and was a fan and always will be. But he was just cool. Even at the time it was now I realize it's not that cool, but at the time it was cool to just smoke joints all day and drink all day and skate when you felt like it, if ever.
Dude, okay, let me tell you a funny story about Andrew Reynolds on that Australia trip. I had no idea who he was. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna go on this trip in my little velour suit. And Reynolds is just kick flipping 10 feet high over this hip. And I'm just wow. Blown away. I couldn't barely land tricks.
Yeah, he has so many things he said. I was just shocked because I never met him, I looked at his clothes one day and I was looks like expensive jeans and sneakers and stuff. He's like, yeah, you can catch me in the Beverly Center, Glendale Galleria, or who knows where, you know what I mean? I wasn't scared to have a $2,000 outfit on just for no reason. He looked at the tour guide, and he got some money out of the ATM, and he's like, you know what we call this in LA? We call this confetti. I loved it. He was so cool.
It was let's go to clubs and let's go to bars and let's hang out at people's houses and make these just fun nights and whatever. And it all starts off like this. I think that I just took it to a whole nother level with just letting it drag on until you until it becomes you, and that's all you're doing. Yeah, right. I was probably moving from clubs and house parties to dive bars.
This is your spot?
Yeah, you rustic in. This was my spot. You could do the Bloody Mary breakfast and pitchers, wings. A place you can just stay inside all day, never see daylight. What's funny is why I think that a lot of skateboarders actually suffer from becoming alcoholics and using drugs and stuff is because they don't have that 9 to 5 where they're clocking in every day. It's you could not do anything for a month, and the next month you could just go off and skate and just kill it, you know what I mean? There are skateboarders you could take off years off of skateboarding and no one's gonna really notice.
I didn't even think he was human because you wouldn't see him. If I saw him, he would be out. He hasn't skated in fucking who knows how long, you know what I mean? But then you would get a little something, and it would be fucking God, fuck, there it is, fucking asshole. How the fuck, he went and kickflipped that crazy bank to bank over the stairs that Ron Chapman ollied years ago. And that thing is so fucking gnarly, I can't even ride up it. You know what I mean? And that was probably around that time when he wasn't really skating. And then he did that, and you just he's the best. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need to skate. He can do whatever he wants.